One for All toy drive. This has been incredible so far, having everyone out here. My teammates have been out here shooting free throws with us. We've had people from all over the community come and bring toys and just really bring some holiday spirit. And it's been really incredible. Yeah, I'm excited. This is the fun part, the build-up, the planning, the meetings, the calls, the emails. That was all the other work. This is the fun stuff. This is what we came here for, and this is the exciting part. I'm glad we're finally here.
It's just a great thing to be able to come out here, kick it with the kids. They just don't get to experience this a lot. So, holiday spirit, we're here giving back for the kids, trying to do our best, do our part. They come and support us. We got to support them in any way we can. It's just a great time.
It was a dominant day for the Blue Devils in Atlanta on Saturday afternoon as they sent 4 in double figures and blasting Georgia Tech 82-56 the final score. Now 10-2 on the year overall, 2-0 on the ACC. Both of their first 2 wins coming away from home.
But we're proud of the position we're in, getting our first 2 ACC wins, especially the fact they're on the road. And it's amazing how different the schedule is versus even when I was a player. We didn't play our first road game until January my freshman year, and here we are this year. These guys, Cooper, before he turns 18, played 3 road games before Christmas, so it's a very different time to be able to get 3 road wins, 10-2. We're proud, we're not satisfied by any means, we're hungry for more, but definitely proud of this group with the start to the season that they've created for themselves. The first thing we talk about coming back from break is just understanding the complete commitment you have to make from here on out, because there have been gaps with our scheduling in terms of games played up until this point, and that's not going to happen the rest of the year. And hopefully our season is going into April, and so for our guys, just understand the sacrifice that means, the way you rest and get your sleep, the film you're watching off the court. They already do all the work you have to do on the court with individual work and shooting and all that, but just it's another step. Playing in conference, teams know you even better. The scouting goes up another level. So the commitment level and the sacrifice, it just has to be elevated, and understanding what we're about to get into.
Dongo fumbled it into the hands of Tyrese Proctor. Along the left sideline, Cooper Flag, a race to the hoop. Oh, he won it! And a 2-hand stop. And just like that, the Blue Devils are doubling up the Yellow Jackets. It's 12-6. Waiting in tight space, feeds Cooper Flag on the left, can't hit the 3. Malawach, another offensive rebound, they'll reset. Found Cooper slicing in to punch it down, and a 2-hand flex as well.
Specifically for our freshmen, we want to make sure they understand what's in front of them with the competition and the level of play, but also want to be very confident in their ability and really what's inside of them as competitors. I think they've proven that already. They just have to continue to elevate, just like everybody in our team does. But there's no question that the balance of understanding what's there and also having some joy, and playing with some joy and having some fun is going to be really important as well.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. It fuels the best because it is the best. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. Tackle game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by, like, a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
From creating memories to finding the perfect gift, let us make this holiday season a little easier. Right now, save up to $60 on select AS battery sets. Happy holidays from Steel.
There's no one way to power up, as long as Ford is your starting line. Because more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it. Gas, hybrid, or all electric, the power is yours.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
What's good, Brotherhood Podcast, man? C-Falls here, bringing you another episode. Today we got Showtime coming off a big performance against Auburn. Appreciate you hopping on, man.
For sure. Thank you for having me.
We got hot 6 threes in the first half. Let's jump right into it. You know, before the game, coming into Auburn, what was your mindset leading up to that game?
To be honest, I was just having it in my head, like, just stay ready. You know, I know my time is coming soon. Just, you know, when I get out there, if I get out there, just I'm going to make the most out of my opportunity.
For sure. You made 6 threes. What was going through your head after you hit the first couple of threes?
I knew I was going to have it rolling when I hit the first turnaround. You know, it was kind of a difficult shot, but, you know, once I knocked it down, I knew it was probably going to be a nice game.
Yeah. When you hit that, I was like, yeah, he hot. How was the atmosphere in Cameron for you?
That was the loudest I ever. I mean, maybe because I was on the court, but, you know, I've been to Cameron as a recruit and, you know, for Countdown and, you know, when y'all played Ohio State the other year. Mm-hmm. But that was the loudest I've ever heard it get, you know, me personally.
Caleb taking over for the Brotherhood Podcast has been, you know, great to see. And, you know, we joke all the time. It's ironic because the thing we want him to do the more on the court is talk. And so here he is on the podcast. He's talking all the time, showing his personality. And I would love for him to take what he's learned there and translate it even more on the court. But Caleb's been a guy who's been all in to Duke since the beginning. The fact when you host that Brotherhood Podcast, you learn about the history of Duke and you learn about, you know, what's happened here in the past, and it gives you even more of an appreciation. And so I'm happy that Caleb's done it. He's done a great job. I enjoy listening. Just want him to keep developing that personality off the court and on the court.
Cool. How do you balance your interest in getting, like, the new NIL deals, keeping that, like, aside with basketball and stuff like that, like keeping the main thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes to what you kind of just said about just keeping the main thing. Obviously, but there's a lot of opportunities with NIL and stuff now, so it is a balance. And I think it's a good balance. Like, it's something that once you are able to kind of figure out, and if you have the right support system and people around you to help manage it, I think Rachel helps with that a lot.
Yeah.
But just being able to have people that can help manage that makes it a lot easier to just balance. So you know which opportunities you want to kind of take advantage of, and you can do so in a way that's allows you to keep the main thing.
How did the road crowd compare to Cameron in Arizona?
Arizona was crazy. I will say there's nothing like Cameron. Like, personally, I love playing in front of the home crowd more than I do on the road. Like, I like the energy. I like having everyone behind you. I know some people say, like, shutting up the road crowd, which, you know, is cool too. It felt good at Arizona. But in Cameron, especially the Auburn game, like, you could feel the building shaking.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Arizona got loud at a few points.
Yeah,
but
it was never that. It was never as loud as like. I mean, it got loud one time. I feel like it was when Tyrese was shooting
the free throw.
But the rest of the game, like, Cameron's like, you hit a shot and it like erupts.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I mean, in all fairness, too, we were playing well, so like the crowd couldn't be as loud. Like we kind of took them out of it.
How do you say that your time at Duke shaped you as a person and a player?
Oh, man. Well, the reason why I came to Duke was very simple. I wanted to be around people who wanted to do big things and change the world.
Yeah.
Right? I had no interest in going to a place that was mediocre, and some people were just happy to be there.
Yeah.
You know, when I walked into Bassett Dorm my freshman year, I mean, everybody on my floor, they wanted to be doctors, lawyers, you know, get their doctorates. They wanted to make $1 billion. Like big ambitions. And it's really important to be around people and surround yourself with people who want to do big things with their life.
Yeah,
because it pushes you. It pushed you. And it didn't matter that my friends wanted to be scientists or judges one day. Like, man, yeah, I want to be somebody too.
Yeah.
And so every day when you go to the classroom, walk across campus, you're dealing with the top of the top, the baller. You better have a game in the classroom.
100%.
Right? Then all of a sudden you walk across the street, come to Cameron, you better have a game out in Cameron.
100%.
Right? So if you're a competitor and you want to go against the best at every waking hour of the day, there's no better place than Duke. And so, you know, having that mentality of I got to be my best every single day was what when I graduated I took with me, and it served me well as obviously as a basketball player, but now as a business person, a board member, a parent, philanthropist, all the things that are involved in my life.
Who will win in the horse games, backyard games with your family? You, your dad, your brother.
Ooh, I mean, depends on the day. Honestly, everybody can shoot the ball. I mean, that's 3 snipers right there. So my dad, that's the only game he will play is horse. He won't. I mean, ever since he retired, he wouldn't play us on one-on-one anymore. Anything having to do with moving, he not doing it. But he can shoot.
Let y'all get that over him.
Yeah, he can shoot it though.
Right now, we have 25 players in the league. Right now, 3 GMs, Blue Devils all over the league. Who are you most excited to watch and follow during the season? Celtics.
You're trying to get me in trouble. Well, you're trying to get me in trouble because as soon as I say,
guy's a huge Celtics
like
fan.
I know Trey Jones is going to be listening to this. And if I don't say the Spurs, I know he's going to text me and say, man, you never say the Spurs. You know, so Trey, I'm going to watch the Spurs. All right, I'll be all over you guys the whole year. All right, and you know, I think obviously seeing if the Celtics repeat. Cool thing to me is Phoenix. You know, still have former teammate of mine still going, Mason Plumlee. You know, obviously we got Grayson there, we got Tyus there. So the Suns got Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker. All right, your guy. Yeah. So to me, and I still live vicariously through KD and Steph. That's my class still.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna feel really old when those guys hang it up. And so, you know, Steph and KD in particular, you know, Russ, Thaddeus Young has been, you know, he's been, you know, Team Thad.
Yeah.
You know, he's been, so the 2006 high school class, for me, I've been proud of those guys. But to say 25 guys is incredible.
Yeah.
You know, obviously, Derek following up on year 2. Think about Derek is now healthy and back, and you know, want him to take the next step. Seeing our rookies, Jared and Flip. Wendell Carter just got an extension, and the Magic and Paulo. I could go. We can do a whole episode based on the NBA, our NBA guys.
Yeah, I'm excited for sure.
Celebrate the moments that matter with a beautiful piece of jewelry or a luxury timepiece from Reed's. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
It's bow time.
It's not just football season. It's tailgate season.
And this season includes every kind of football.
Crispy. Will you accept this leg?
And everything that's not.
Because it doesn't matter where you tailgate, with crispy hand-breaded chicken and scratch-made biscuits,
It's her!
You're not just tailgating, you're tailgating like a legend.
It's bow time. Head to Bojangles and grab your tailgate box today.
Hear live, out-of-market play-by-play this year with the Varsity Network app. In a truly unique listening experience, capture every moment and all of the drama. Powered by Learfield, the Varsity app delivers the soundtrack of your favorite teams. Access live and on-demand audio broadcasts, plus over 100 official school podcasts for free through the Varsity app. Download the Varsity Network app today.
Duke's new century cries out for a university where the drive to discover is not hemmed by disciplinary logics, where philosophers work side by side with physicians and physicists, where nurses find inspiration in narrative theory, where mechanical engineers team up with marine biologists or musicians. I believe Duke will continue to be that university, together.
Duke Basketball 360, presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
Dongo has it, 4 to shoot, threw it into space, stolen by Kon Knueppel. A free run to the rim, and he'll punch it down.
Terry threw some token pressure at him at the end, but Kon would not be denied, and the bench is going berserk.
With the Georgia Tech win, to me, the key moment was how we came out in the second half. And I thought we were ready to play in the first half. Credit them with making a really good run to close at the end of the first half. And we needed to have a response. And if we didn't respond that way, that game could have ended very differently. And I thought it showed great maturity by our group to really play great defense. And then the offensive end, we found something, with Kon and Kaman. And one, Kon has been really good in ball screens, this season already. Two, Kaman is an amazing threat, as a screener to either get points for himself or to open up the floor for points for others. And we felt like in that game, with just the matchups and the way they play, we thought it's something we could expose. And Kon and Kaman, again, I don't know if we thought it would go for 5 dunks together in the second half, but once we found something that was working, let's not mess with it. Let's keep going back to it. And I credit our coaches and the scouting that goes into play, where we knew we had that on the menu, and we felt at halftime it was a time to go into the middle pick and roll for those two guys. We found a great two-man game with Kon and Kaman, and the thing is, you're watching Kon playing pick and roll, the pace that he plays at is so good, and it allows him to be a threat to score, but also to see Kaman rolling and to get him an easy dunk. And there was a big start to the half to answer that run that Georgia Tech had. Same thing here. We always talk about for our guys, reading the defense. And if you see gaps to penetrate, we want to do that. And Kon gets right downhill. And as much as we can do that, the better we'll be. Same thing, this two-man game with Kon and Kaman. And as soon as Kaman gets behind the defense, we've taught our guys to throw it up. And Kon does a great job, great timing. And Kaman's ability to go up and get it, there's nobody else like him really in the country. And then going back to Kon's pace, and we don't finish here. It's a great cut by Sion. But what we did was we kept putting pressure on the defense and fighting for the rim. And just one more time, Kon getting in there, hitting Kaman on the roll. And once we found something that worked, we're going to keep doing it. This is one of my favorite plays of the game because it's just a Duke play. And Kon doesn't give up on it. Tyrese is trailing the play, and then he puts his body on the floor. And even though we don't get it, to me it sends a message that any ball, we're going to go for like crazy. And then we had great sharing clips, as I reflected on this Georgia Tech game. Here's an example of Tyrese and Cooper not even dribbling and just making easy passes and finding Kon for the open three. And then great activity here. It allows us to get a trap in the corner and Kon's anticipation, making plays. And then obviously it's a big time finish on the break, and I love the bench, celebrating with Kon. Good initial defense by Isaiah, and then Kon. We don't convert here, but Mason comes up with the rebound and kicks it out. And I thought Caleb had just a big-time finish right here through contact. And then this is something we went to. It's the middle pick and roll. We just had different spacing where Tyrese lifted through the middle. And it just gave different spacing and opened up an opportunity for Tyrese to drive. And he attacked the paint with really good pace. One more time, the same thing. And because Tyrese just scored, his defender lifts up even higher, which now opens it up for Kon on the roll. And it's a great pass, and it's a timing play by Kon and Kon. They found just a really good two-man game. And because Kon has been such a threat, now his man is afraid to step up and commit, which allows Kon to make the read and attack the basket. So really great job by him just to follow his instincts and to make the right reads and pick and roll. And of course, his shooting was, a big key for us in this game. He was ready to shoot, not gun shy at all. We want him in attack mode and always hunting his shots, which he did in this game.
It's tough out there. You can't hear your teammates talk like you can in practice. So just being 100% mentally locked in, it's hard to do for 40 minutes. It's faster, being able to react, make reads in quicker time because the defense is, guys are longer and wider than high school, so they can get in passing lanes more, or on offense they're looking to cut, and you got to see both, and you got to be ready to go defensively and in the stance.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
I wanted to work with a supplier partner I respect.
I wanted a partner who respected me.
We needed a partner with employees who care as much as we do.
We needed a partner who values relationships.
I wanted a partner that would help me grow my business.
We needed a partner that would help us succeed.
SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers customer success.
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle. Really?
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
(2024) for me was really about doubling down on the values of Duke basketball. And we've gone through, like you do every season really, incredible adversity, incredible highs and lows. And in those moments, especially the lows, we've always doubled down on the values, but also the standards of our program. And for me as a head coach, for us as a staff, our players, that's what this offseason was about. That's what the beginning of this season so far has been about. And I think for us, it's going to give us that momentum that we need for 2025 to continue to stand for our values, to continue to stand for the standard that I've learned here as a player, and we'll continue to set for these guys going forward.
Play forward, Coop. Go, new group, let's go. New group, same thing. Coop, you hit him, just slide in his vision one step. You know what I'm saying?
End of the season, how 2024, you get to play an Elite Eight game. There's only 8 teams out of 365 that get to play in that game. And when you lose in that moment. You go through an off season where we had more guys leave than we typically have. Although in this day and age of college basketball, you're constantly rebuilding your team. And so for us, really building our team based on what I've known our program to be about, the competitiveness, the toughness, the skill, and we've done that. And I think it's a blueprint for us moving forward with who we are. There's always iterations of how you build a roster if you look through the past few decades of Duke basketball, and we're in a new iteration now. And 2024 to me was the defining time of finding that new blueprint, at least for the short next period of time, and then continuing to build with always those values behind us.
It's over! And it's on to the Elite Eight for John Scheyer and the Blue Devils. 54-51. They got it done with defense and timely shots down the stretch.
Well, some of my favorite moments in 2024, without a doubt, when you get a chance to play a tournament game and win a Sweet 16 game and go to Elite Eight, like that was a special moment and a great step, for that group in our program. That was something I'll reflect on as a really good moment for us, beating a really good Houston team. I think back to 2024 and being there to see Jared and Flip get drafted. That was a pretty special thing in 2024, and to see both of them land, in great spots. One other moment for me was the first day we got our entire team together here. And it's not something all of you were able to see, but for me as a coach, we went through a lot to get this group together. And once we got them here, we felt like we could do something special. They had just a great way about them, a competitiveness, a great connection, really good humility. And I think that's led to a strong start to the season because of the guys that are in this locker room. And then a special moment in 2024 for me was that Auburn game. I think that was a game to see our fans, the entire Duke community rally behind us. I thought Cameron was an old school night in Cameron. It was hot in there. It was loud as could be. You couldn't hear the person next to you. And to see Isaiah Evans in that moment step up to the plate, do what he did after just continuing to work so hard every day in practice and continue to be ready. Just really proud of him and proud of our team to step up in that moment. I can't wait for 2025 to have the best moments yet.